hear me? Let's see if I can get this over. Hey, there it is. Okay. Oh, I don't like my green screen. It's kind of fuzzy, but we're going to keep going with this. I've been having a lot of fun practicing with this green screen. Can you guys hear and see me? Can you guys hear and see me? You guys see these dollar bills behind me? You see my best friends? These are my best friends. Hi, friends. Hi, friends. Say hi to everybody. These are my best friends. So say hi to my best friends. I want to talk to you guys this morning. I want to try something, but I'm afraid I might mess it up. If I mess it up, guys, just know I was doing it for us. Okay, I'm going to leave it alone. All right, so let's talk about this morning. I want to motivate you guys this morning before you guys start your day. If you have not already, I'm sure most of you have, because we are go-getters and we know the early bird catches the worm, correct? Yes. Okay. So this one, I'm not going to hold you guys too long. I just wanted to be like a motivational tool to you guys today to really help you guys start accomplishing those goals. I've had 2 motivational phone calls this morning with 2 other people, just encouraging them just to like really reach their potential. And so today we're going to be talking about setting clear goals. And what that means. And I know you guys have heard before, oh, clear goals, set goals. We did this in school. I know all that stuff, yada, yada, yada. Hence, if you knew it all, you would be further along. So let's talk about what you don't know. So that way you can get to where you need to be, okay? I work on goal setting all the time, okay? And I would say hands down, it's the #1 thing that has taken me from point A to point G, okay? So let's talk about it. Okay, so first of all, do you guys have monetary goals for yourself? And I'm not saying, oh yeah, I want to be a millionaire. Okay, that sounds good. But how does that break down? What does that look like to you? So if you guys put in your chat really quick, what's your monetary goal right now? Let's say what you want to make a month. What do you want to make a month monetarily wise? So where are you monthly? My monetary goal used to be I wanted to make $10,000 a month. And so you guys know that was my story. I wanted to make $10,000 a month, which worked out to about $2,500 a week. And that put me at $10,000 a month. So where is it that you guys are now? Like, where do you want to be now that you're making every month as your monetary goal? We're going to start from there. Okay. And while you guys put that in the chat, we're going to start talking about the 4 steps that I say, as far as setting your goals, things that you really need to work on. So your current is about $2,000 a month, Wendy. Your goal is $10,000 a month. Oh my gosh, we're goal twins. $500 to $1,000 a month, Michelle. Okay. Good morning, Devon. Good morning, Tracy. So what are your goals monetarily? Like, what do you want to make monthly? Okay, let's start with that. Since I'm part-time, $5,000 a month, Karen. Lori said $5,000 a month. Okay. Come on, guys. I know you guys have monetary goals. What is it that you want to do this month? Let's see it. I'm waiting for somebody to say 50,000. That's what I'm waiting on. 50,000 a month. 4,000, Candace. Tracy said 2,000. All right. So first thing you want to do is define your goal and be very specific. So Chloe said 4,000. Devon said 6,000. Cheryl 5. Tracy 5. LaDon 3. And so first thing you want to do, guys, is be very specific. And it sounds like a lot of you guys already are specific. So you have clearly defined what that is to you a month, right, Karen? Karen said 5,000 a month. So I want to make Rhonda said 5,000 a month. This is what I want to see that I bring home every month. Rhonda said 5,000 after taxes. Listen. Okay. And so you want to be very specific. I'm part-time now, 6,000. I would like to do 20,000 a month so I can quit my full-time job. I love it, Victoria. I absolutely love it. Hey, Tia. Okay, so like Zola, you said between 5 and 7 a month. I want you to be specific. I don't want you to put a gauge. I want you to pick a number. If you have a target, you can hit it. I want you to be very clear. So I say you should go 7,000. Okay, Zola, let's do just 7,000, not like a frame. You want to be very specific when it comes to setting your goals. Okay. So we're going to set very clear goals first, okay? So let's say 10,000 a month. Let's say that's your goal, okay? So you say, okay, I want to make 10,000 a month. I'm very specific on my goal. That's the first thing. You're going to write it down. You're going to look at it every day. You're going to say it every day. This is what I'm going to make 10,000 a month, okay? 7,000, Zola. Thank you, mama. Okay, so 10,000 a month. Then you're going to break it down. What does that look like? Okay. So you can set a goal, but if you don't have action steps, you won't get there. So 10,000 a month is about, you break it down. This is how much I need to make a week. This is how much I need to make a day. Break that down. Get that chart out. Like print you off a calendar, a month calendar, and say, this is what I need to bring in every day. Okay. Make it clear so you can see it. If you can see it clearly, your mind has this thing. It's called the reticular something system, where it finds the things that you want. And so it's kind of hard to explain. I don't want to hold you guys too long, but so basically, you ever saw a car, like, or you bought a car. Like, say you buy a red Hyundai, right? Uh-oh. Is it delay on my side? Is it delay on your side? Let me see, make sure my internet's doing its thing. It's doing its thing, but okay. Okay, so let's say you do, you buy a red Hyundai, right? And you say, okay, I want to get this red Hyundai. And also you buy a red Hyundai. Now, after you buy that car, you're starting to see that car everywhere because your mind is like, oh, this is my car. And so you start to see it everywhere. But that car had already been everywhere before then. Let's try this experiment. Okay, it's super cool. You ready? I actually got this from Tony Robbins, and I love Tony Robbins. All right, you ready? Everybody ready? Close your eyes. No, seriously, close your eyes. If you're driving, don't close your eyes. Don't do that. Okay, so close your eyes, and when you open your eyes, I want you to look for everything that is green. Okay? Ready? Open your eyes, go. Look for everything that is green. Ooh, almonds. Look for everything that is green, okay? Now, how many green things did you find? I found about 3 green things in my office. How many green things did you find? Okay. Now, how many purple things did you find? While you were looking for the green, how many purple things did you find? Don't look now. So for most people who do this experiment, they see that they don't remember any purple because they weren't looking for purple. They were looking for green. So when you put in your mind, I'm looking for green, your brain tunes out the purple because it's not looking for purple. It's looking for green. So if you give your brain a task, it's going to focus on that. Okay, so if you give your brain a task, it's going to weed out what you don't need because your brain takes in so much information every day. If you literally paid it, you said a lot of house plants. If you literally paid attention to everything that came across your eyes and your ear gates, you would not be able to function. Okay, because there's so much in your gaze and that you hear every day that you would not function. So your brain's job is to cipher out what's not relevant to what you determined is relevant to you, okay? So if you don't make a clear path for what you want, your brain's just going to pick what it thinks you want. So for example, let's say I want to lose 20 pounds, right? And I say, I'm going to lose 20 pounds. I'm not going to eat dairy. I'm not going to eat pork. I'm not going to eat sugars. I'm going to eat this, whatever. Right now, my brain's looking for that. Right? It's okay. So what do I eat? You know, but if I don't say anything, I'm just going to eat everything. It's kind of hard to explain, but your brain literally will, and even this, a perfect example. Have you ever said you wanted to do something? Like say you say, I want to be a realtor. Out of nowhere, I want to be a realtor. Do you notice you start seeing real estate agents everywhere? You start getting like online like ads. You start seeing pictures online about real estate courses. You start to notice the things about now what you now determined you wanted. You start to see it. Let me tell you something. It has been there the whole time for the most part, outside of the whole concept of law of attraction. It's been there, but your brain has never been told that you want that. So when it saw it, it didn't bring it to your attention because you never said it's what you wanted. So it's tuning out that extra stuff, right? So if you're saying, okay, I want to be a notary signing agent or whatever you want to do, and I want to grow my notary business and make $10,000 a month, and you make a clear goal, this is what I need to see. Right, in order to get there, you're going to start seeing opportunities. You're going to start seeing things like, oh, okay, I can do this and I can do that. And now it's going to start, lining up perfectly because now your brain is looking for that. It's looking for how to get you to that $10,000 a month because you now told your brain This is what I want. So you have to be very specific when it comes to your goals. Planning, if you don't plan, if you don't set goals, you're literally just throwing dice at an open like air. That's like a worst expression ever. But you're literally not like moving. Like you're just, I can't explain it. I just really need you guys to really grasp this point, okay? So first, you want to be very specific. The next thing you want to do is up your ask. Okay, so I came up with this morning, and I was talking to a friend of mine, and before I called her, I was thinking about my goals, and I was just, you know, I do this every day. I write down what I want. I write down where I am. I write down how I want to get there. Every day I do this. And so it started really coming to me that, Vanessa, you want this, but you like you can see that. Like the things that I wrote down, I can see me getting it. And if I can see me getting it, it's not big enough. Like I want goals that scare me. I want goals that I don't know how to get there yet, because I know it's going to challenge me to grow and to really hit higher heights. And so the sentence that came to me was up your ask. Okay. Now, when I initially wrote this down, I didn't realize what it sounded like until I called my friend. And she was having a day, and I was motivating her this morning, and I started telling her about what I came up with and motivation. I was like, you need to up your ask. And she was like, Vanessa, like, you do know what that sounds like, right? And I was like, oh my gosh, you ruined it. You ruined it. Like, that's not what I was talking about. Like, I literally had all the motivation, and you ruined it. Okay, you ruined it. So I need you guys just to stay with me where I was this morning. I really need you guys to just stay with me where I was. And when I say up your ask, I mean, if you're only asking for $10,000 a month and you can see that and that makes sense to you and you can see how I can get there, it's not big enough. If it doesn't scare you, it's not big enough. I need you, I'm not going to say it again because I feel like you guys are now seeing what I'm saying, but I thought it was super cool. I want to get a shirt with that made on it. I need you to seriously increase what you are asking for, okay? If 10,000 makes sense and you can literally see it and it's not challenging, then you need to go for 20,000, okay? So I want you to challenge yourself and increase all of your goals. So Grant Cardone calls it the 10X rule. A lot of times we write our goals down and they're not what we like. We write down what we feel right now. Like, I think I could wear that. I mean, I think I can make that. I can make that. That seems comfortable for me. Vanessa, she can do that. Yeah, that seems reasonable. If you tell your goal to somebody who's not a closed-minded individual and they say, oh, okay, that makes sense. It's not big enough, okay? I need you to tell your goal to somebody and they say, are you serious? Do you really think you can do that? That's the kind of goals I'm talking about, okay? When I told people I was going to get my personal jet, my private jet, my PJ this year, everybody looked at me like I was crazy. Good. Good. That means I'm challenging myself. I don't want goals that I can accomplish. I want goals that are like I don't want goals that look like reasonable. I want my goals to be so like, oh, snap. Did she do that though? Yes, honey. Yes. Okay, so first we're going to be specific. And I'm going to make a shirt. You guys got to wear it, Darielle. So now she said you're going to. You have to first be specific, and then you have to up your ask, okay? Increase what you're asking for. The next thing you want to do is reward yourself. Well, first, before we do rewards, let's talk about beware of naysayers, okay? Beware of the naysayers, okay? Because they are everywhere. They come like they just come out of nowhere. They're like, oh, snap, there's one right there. There's one right there. They are everywhere, okay? They are your friends. They are, stop. Why y'all being silly? They are your friends. They are your loved ones. They are your family. They're your co-workers. They're your accountability partner. They are your spiritual partners. They're like the people that you meet at church. I'm telling you, you have to look out for them like nobody's business, okay? Because a lot of people, most people don't try to tell you can't do something to hurt you. They're telling you, one, because they want to protect you, or because they tried and they couldn't do it. So they feel like, well, if I couldn't do it, and I'm a pretty awesome person. then you can't do it either. So let's try something different, okay? Or they tell you that because if you, and this is really sad, sometimes it comes from like a jealousy. They don't want you to accomplish more than them, especially if you guys are in the same age range and you're very successful, especially if you have more quote unquote things against you. So let's say you have a friend who's single, okay, no children, and she has whatever, there's nothing really against her, no criminal record, whatever the case is, and her life is not necessarily where it needs to be. You might have kids, you might have a criminal record, you might have horrible credit, and if you are killing it makes her look bad, because it's like, well, how is she getting all this done and she has all these things quote unquote against her, and me with less against me, I can't get it done. And so this is actually a thing. They say that people who come from poverty or of some kind of what do you call it, like poverty or some other negative upbringing, they're actually 10 times more likely to be more successful. And that is like, because it's like, I don't know, I can't explain it. Listen, but I know, because I know where I came from. I know it's like a different kind of mentality. And even like they say, like when immigrants come to America, like you ever notice, like I read their stories all the time. They'll come here, not all of them, but some of them, they come here and within like 2 to 3 years, they're killing it. They got businesses set up. They have houses, because like their grind is different. Okay. Their hustle is different. Their determination to win is different. It's like, listen, okay, listen. Okay. And we all can do it. We all have the same 24 hours, hunty. Okay. Okay. So yes, it's, so someone said, so wait, Wendy said some of those Facebook groups are full of naysayers. They are. I was in a group this morning, and I don't really comment a lot in the groups, but I'll look and just, if I see somebody being mean to someone, I'll comment. Because I don't like that. I don't know how people do that. Like, why do people get off at like tearing people down? Like that's something that you'll see me comment on. If I see somebody and they are like, someone's asking for like a real question, and then someone just beats them up on the post, like, no, don't do that. And at the end of the day, you know what you're doing now because you figured it out. But at one point you didn't know either. And so I don't like that. And I feel like people, I don't know, Facebook groups, guys, are just, you gotta, I don't like them. My Facebook group I like because we're all positive, and I see anything on there that's not positive, you gotta go. But people, be wary. Just be wary of Facebook groups, and be wary of people in general who try to tell you. I know when I quit my job to go full-time as a notary, there are a lot of people who told me that I shouldn't do it. You have kids, you need stability and security and health insurance and And if I had listened to them, I would not be here right now. I would still be working at that call center, which I hated, or another job. I would probably, listen, I wouldn't have been at that job. I would have quit and went somewhere else. It just wasn't for me. It just wasn't for me. All right, what's going on with my green screen? My lighting is not as what I wanted it to be. I'm going to mess with it a little bit, but if it messes it up a lot, then that will just be disheartening. Oh, look at that. It's back like lightning. Hold on. Okay. You said, yes, I love this group. Those other groups can be so mean unnecessarily. I know. Like, they're just ridiculous. Like, what is wrong with you? Did you have on the wrong side of the bed this morning? What happened to you? Let's talk about it. Okay. So first, you're going to be specific. Then you're going to up your ask of what you want. Like, what do you want? Increase what you're asking for. Beware of naysayers, okay? Beware of naysayers and toxic people. I don't allow the word can't in my, unless you're saying I can't fail. If you're saying that, I can work with it. If it's not I can't fail, I can't work with you, baby, okay? So beware of the negative Nancy's, okay? And then you want to lastly reward yourself when you get those accomplishments. So sometimes, like, let's say you set a goal and you say, okay, I'm going to make $5,000 this month, and you make it. Reward yourself. Like take some time and go to the movies or buy a pair of shoes, whatever the case is, because what happens is, and I asked that to my business coach, was doing it wrong. So I was giving myself punishments for failing at something when really I should have been rewarding myself for accomplishing things, because you get like negative vibes with punishments, but you get positive vibes with rewards. And so for me, I guess it depends on how you work best. I love like positivity and rewards. And so for me, if I like say, oh, I want to go to New Orleans. All right, Vanessa, you want to go to New Orleans. You need to finish writing this book. You need to create this course module. You need whatever the goal is. And okay, you get that done, you can go to New Orleans. Like, oh my God, I really want to go to New Orleans. But if I say, okay, get all this work done. If you don't, you have to scrub the floor or something bad. You have to work out for 3 days straight nonstop. That's not motivating. It's like, ugh, I don't know. It's just, I'm more so, I guess it depends on what motivates you. I move better with positive reinforcement. And then I'm excited about accomplishing something else. I was like, oh, what other reward can I get? And it's like, okay, well, let's do this because I want to go to Bora Bora. Okay. So make sure you're rewarding yourself. Set rewards for when you accomplish those goals. Okay. So to wrap up of how you want to, let me show you guys my banner again because I put a lot of work into this. Set clear goals. So setting clear goals. Look at that. Okay, so to wrap up on how you want to set your clear goals, you want to make sure that you're being very specific, okay? Making it very clear what you want and a plan to get there, okay? Break it down by the day, break it down by the week, break it down by the hour, baby. Let me tell you something else. So there's a study that I read, and it broke it up how people break up their time, and I'm really starting to see it now, okay? So poor people or low-income people break it up by day or day parts. Like in the morning, I do this. In the evening, I'll do this, okay? Middle class break it up by the hour. So I do, no, wait, hold on. No, middle class break it up by, is it by the hour? Yeah, by the hour. I think that's how they do it. From 9 to 10, 10 to 11, 11 to 12, blah, 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 blah. And then rich people break it up by 30-minute increments. So I'll do this for 30 minutes. Da, da, da. Wealthy people break it up by the minute. And so when I first read that, I was like, who is keeping track of every individual minute? Okay. Can you guys talk to me right now? Let me see your minutes. Okay. And I say that from Gary Vee. Gary Vee was talking to somebody and they were making some excuses about why they were not successful or whatnot. And he said, so you don't waste any time. Like not none. Let me see your minutes. Right. And I was like, oh, snap. Minutes though? We doing minutes? And so I was thinking like, who is keeping track? Is anybody of the 68 people on this live? Are any of you keeping track of your every minute? Anybody? I can tell you that I am not. But I would like to know if it's just me. Is anybody else keeping track of their every minute? Anybody? Anybody? Talk to me. No, ma'am. Okay, so I typically will always say, girl, please listen. Okay, I typically at this point keep track of my hours. I do my hours. I'm working on half an hour, but that thing is kind of hard. But I will do 9 to 10. This is what I'm doing. 10 to 11, I'm doing this. 11 to 12, I'm doing this. I do want to get to the point where I can get down to half hours. But I will tell you, I did meet a very wealthy man, and he did track his minutes. And I was shocked because I think I had read that article or heard it maybe like a couple months prior. And I was doing a notary for someone, very wealthy man. Like, hello, Chauncey. Very wealthy man. And he literally, like, he was like, okay, how long is it going to take? And I said, okay, about 15 minutes. And he said, okay. And then he was talking to somebody else, and they were talking about something. I remember him just saying, okay, let's do that for 7 minutes. Okay. And then he said, okay, and I'm going to go here, and then I'll see you for about 4 minutes. Like, he was like, in my mind, I was like 7 minutes though, like not 10, but 7. I'm trying to understand, how did you get to the 7 instead of the 10? Like, how did you know what I mean? To me. And so when he was doing it, first of all, I saw his tax returns. First of all. Yes. Okay. And so I said, because it was a long closing. And I saw his tax returns and I said, oh, this is what we're doing. Okay. Hello. And so I realized, oh, snap, they really do keep track of their minutes. Now, that I'm not there yet. But my point is, it's like levels to this. So it's levels to it. It definitely is, but you want to make sure you're tracking your time because you're not wasting time. For me, I keep track of my hours. I'm working on getting down to my half hours, but I do track my hours. But I tell people all the time, like I was asking my, what are you doing today? Oh, I'm going to work. Your whole 24 hours though? Like that throws me. And it didn't used to, but that does throw me now. So you're gonna work the whole 24 hours though? I'm trying to understand what you're doing. Okay. And so I have to tell people, like, you're not gonna work the whole 24 hours. You have 24 hours in a day. You're gonna work for 8. What are you gonna do for the rest? Okay. Like I really need you guys to like really start to grasp the concept of time and how much time we waste. And you have all these goals and you're not using your time. Okay. When I call somebody and I say, hey, what are you doing? Nothing. Is that a thing that we do? We do nothing? I don't understand. You're wasting whole valuable time, like whole valuable hours are just going by. And people wish they had your time. And you're just wasting whole valuable hours. This is what we do? No, I don't have time for that. Negative. No, nunca. Okay. So listen, I'm really back in. Okay. I do set tasks by the hour. That cannot be a literal minute. Yes, he was. Time is money and money is time. I have not seen a minute planner. Neither have I, but I guess you could make your own at that point. They also have money broken down like that too. Poor day to day and affluent year to year. So that is one thing that they do. They definitely manage out their time effectively and they go further out. So they'll have their schedule done for months. I talked to one guy and he was planned out for the rest of the year into next year. It's like, how do you see that far ahead? But it's like chess in their minds, and I'm working on it. I'm not completely there. But I'm every day I'm working on it. I'm really consciously aware of my time and how I'm using it. I don't want to waste it. I don't want to waste my time. I want to use every single minute, every single second. And I just want to make sure I use all my talents, all my gifts. I want to lay it on the table. I want, like I told you guys yesterday, I want it to be when it's time for me to get out of here, I am completely empty. All of my talents, all of my skills, all of my energy has been used. And so that's my goal every day. I want to lay it on. Do you deserve sleep when you go to sleep at night? Ask yourself that. Do I deserve this sleep? Or did I kind of shimmy the day away? Okay. I say this to myself, I waste too much time. Well, now the first step is acknowledging, Alexis, that you waste time. That's the first step. So now you know you waste time. Let's start taking track of our time. Let's track your time. Let's do that, guys. Let's get a Post-it or a piece of paper or a notepad and start tracking your time. I had to do that with a coach of mine. And I saw some time wasters. I did. It's good to be coached, y'all. Listen, because sometimes we'll start thinking that we just perfect and we just think that we got everything figured out. Sometimes you need somebody to get in your face and say, honey, listen. That's when I used my car. I never could keep my car clean. I have kids. It's hard. Okay. And so I could never keep my car clean. And I kept hearing people say it that really man. And then someone came to me and they said, if you had a business, say you went to a luncheon with someone, a business partner, and they said, let me walk you to your car. Could they walk you to your car without you being embarrassed? The way your car looks could either make or break your deal. And at that time I was doing a lot of lunches, a lot of networking. And I was like, oh snap, and I was like, no, they couldn't. Because my kids done left crackers and goldfish and pretzels and Capri Sun packets on the bottom of the floor. Listen, okay, I'm going to be honest with y'all. My car used to look a hot mess, okay? I was the parent that just tossed everything into the trunk. Okay, my front seat would look pretty reasonable, but I still could have shoes, high heels that I wore the day before that I forgot, or 2 weeks ago, sitting in the front seat. I might have a miscellaneous bag. I might have a McDonald's, well, not McDonald's. I stopped eating McDonald's a long time ago. I might have a Chick-fil-A bag on the floor. I got 2 cups in the cup holder. It's bad when you go through a drive-thru and you try to give them the cups through the window. No, you need to put that in the trash every day when you are done. I'm gonna need you to take care of that. Okay, listen. I'm trying to help y'all. I'm trying to help you be great. Okay. And I have all these extra bags, just miscellaneous stuff, just hanging around. And so I made a proclamation to myself, which now I'm pretty good at, stick to most days. When I leave the car every day, I don't care how tired I am, when I get out of the car, everything gets out of the car with me. Okay? There's nothing in my front seat and there's something in my back seat. And I got a membership to a car washing place, and so I run that bad boy through there about every 3 days. But it was something that, it was just a mental shift that had to happen. Someone had to tell me about myself because I thought I was doing just fine. And then I had to make that shift. And now it's not hard. Now it's second nature. Okay, so it's not hard to break those habits and replace them with new ones. You just have to decide that, hey, I need to fix this, right? Good. All right, because I can stay on here all day. And I ain't trying to preach to y'all all day now. Let me get back to my point we were talking about. My understanding is different, but what are we talking about? We're talking about, so there is a subscription to the YouTube channel. You just click join on the channel. It's $1.99 a month if you want to join the channel. That just gives you exclusive content, and then you get to win YouTube Member of the Month. Is this the same content on the platform? I think I just did that one. Okay. It's a mental shift. Exactly. I do the same thing. Take the little trash out every day. It really helps. Yes. It really does. Okay. And you just got to do that with everything in life. Everything in life, you just got to see, like, acknowledge when you have a shortcoming and then fix it, you know? Like, okay, this is one thing I need to work on and then fix it and go from there. And that's, like, there's a lot of things in my life that I used to do horribly. And there's still things in my life that I do that's not really good and I'm working on it. Like, for one, I'm going to be transparent with you guys. I have been previously really bad with being accountable. So, and I'm being completely transparent. So I'm one person, I would make an appointment and I would not always make the appointment. I may not call you and say, hey, I can't make it. And so, like, my accountability with my time was not the best. And I'm really actively working on fixing that. Like, my friend, she always says, I'll say, okay, I'll be there at 4. She'll say, okay, I'll see you at 4:30. Okay, that was me. And it took it recently, probably like 2 months ago, I was talking to my coach about it, and we were talking about why I do it, because everything that you do comes from an action. You learn that somewhere, okay? If people out there are accountable and they are showing up on time, they learn that somewhere. So you learned somewhere to be unaccountable. You learned that wasn't important. So let's talk about, and he really just helped me dig through why I didn't put the value on it as far as being accountable. And so when we really got to the base root of that, I was like, oh, snap. And so now I'm actively making an effort to be on time. And so I printed off this little picture offline that says, leave so early, there's no way you can be late. And so I look at that every day. Every day I say, leave so early, so there's no way that you can be late. Like now, I have an appointment at 9:45, but it's only 10 minutes away. So I'm about to skedaddle on out of here because I'm going to leave so early. There's no way I can be late. Okay, but I'm actively taking steps to improve my life, because the key word in that sentence is my. No one's going to come fix it for me. No one's going to come make that $10,000 a month for you. You have to do that yourself. And if someone else is doing it, you can do it. The only reason why you have not done it is because you have not put the steps in place. You do not have the discipline. You have not put forth the energy to get there. But if someone else has done it, you can do it. So I want to see you reach your goals so that way we can be in our jets together. Listen, I'm going to ride by your jet, you ride by my jet, and say, hey. But anywho, guys, I'm going to see you guys later. I am going to come on a live in a little bit, probably this afternoon, and we'll do another training. I'll pick something good that we can discuss, and then we'll do a giveaway too. I just have to get on out of here because I'm going to be accountable for my appointment at 9:45. Okay? Awesome. All right, guys, I will see you guys away. Go be awesome on purpose. Action step for today is write down your monthly goal, break it down by the week and the day, and start figuring out how many signings, e-notary, general notary appointments you need to do that. I don't want to hear excuses. E-notary is available 24 hours a day, okay? If you have a monetary goal, you need to hit it, okay? No excuses. Let's get it. We ready for this great day? Are we ready to be awesome on purpose? Are we ready to get in there? And if you haven't registered for our notary signing agent training, make sure you go online at notarytonotary.com and sign up for the notary signing agent, e-notary, tax financial management, and marketing class. We also have live conferences and trainings that are coming up. The Loan Doc Masterclass is this Saturday. That is all on Eventbrite. If you go to our page on Notary to Notary, click conferences, you can get that link. Under conferences, just go there and go to Notary to Notary. All the events are on there. We do have a Richmond luncheon Next week, there's only 10 spots available. I think we're down to like 5 because I think I saw 5 tickets go out yesterday. There's quite a few events coming up, guys. Go online and get registered for that. I'm going to see you guys away. Until next time, happy signing. Bye-bye.